Well, now on this video, I'm going to share with you how exactly government pays me every month by investing with them in these strategic areas. And guess what? This is what they say. If someone wishes good for you, there are individuals who come here and share with you exactly what are some of the areas where you can actually put your money, legit and stable areas, and you not only safeguard your cash, but at the same time, you invest it to get you reap something out of that. And that is exactly that video I'm going to share with you. And by the way, guess what? This is what the government does to me, and it can do it to you, irrespective of whichever the country that you're watching me from. You can go ahead because that opportunity is available for anyone who is willing to grab it. All right, so let's get in the business. And by the way, if you're watching me for the first time, come on, don't leave that like button without being hitting it. Go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe. And I know you're asking, what's the importance? Yeah, whenever I upload a new good video, you get to be notified, and I do so each and every month. Yeah, come with me. Okay, now see, I'm telling you, there is a way you can actually invest with the government and actually pay you each and every month. All right, and this is how you do it. There are two ways actually, for your information. There is A, which whereby you get into a short-term for sort of investment, short-term form of investment, and then we have B, which is actually the long-term form of investment. What do I mean? See here, I mean it's all the way from, let's talk of 3 months all the way to 1 year. And here we talk about 1 year all the way to 30 years. So those are the two areas where you can actually invest your cash. Depends on which one you pick and you're appropriate for. Now, this is a strategy that I want to teach you that you can be able to go ahead and do the thing. Because there is these things that most of the people ask me, hey, good Joseph, would I have to invest? But I don't want to invest in a thing that is actually paying me yearly. You know, I just want a thing that is paying me monthly. Yeah, I know we only have one thing that pays you monthly, that is money market fund. And I've made a whole video about that. You can go check it out. Today we are talking about T-bills and the T-bonds, okay? T-bills and also the T-bonds. This can actually pay you each and every month without you struggling. And by the way, this is one of the areas where it's actually safe and secure as far as your money is concerned. Now, here we are. See, when I say short term, I'm referring to the T-bills, okay? When I say long term, I'm referring to the what? To the T-bonds. And this is exactly how you create it. Yes, we know at the end of the day, both of them, the percentage interest that they give you, for example, right now, this is at around 6.8%. If you go with the bonds, it's around 6.00%. This is where we are. I'm referring to the current one that we have as of now. It's not an IFB, it's not an infrastructure bond, it's just a bond. Now, see, this is how you achieve it. For example, let's say you have like your $1 million bob. Let's say you have your $1 million bob somewhere and you'd like to invest this money or more than this, depends on the amount of money. Or let's say you don't even have this $1 million bob. Let's say you have like 100K, but you have the chances of getting the 100K a month, okay? Now, this is exactly how you do it so that at least you can be able to realize the returns each and every month. What happens, these investments, they usually pay in a period called semi-annually. Semi-annually simply means after 6 months, okay? After these 6 months, that's when they return. But we want to, I don't want to say I'm twisted, but actually invest in a way that you are getting the returns each and every month, because there is a strategy. So what you do, and instead of taking, let's say for example, you have like 600,000 that you want to invest. So instead of taking that money and buying a single, say, let's pick something like Treasury bill, okay? Instead of taking the entire 600 Gs and putting it in a Treasury bill, you can decide to do this. Because we know very well, T-bills, and I'm referring this in Kenya, they're usually available, weekly, okay? They're available weekly. So instead of actually buying them weekly, what you do, let's say the first week or first month, you can say the first week, okay? The first week of, say, first month, what happens is that you buy your first what? Your first bill, okay? Now, what happens is, just, for example, right now I'm making this video on today is on 28th, eh? I'm making this video of 28th of April. So what happens is that, say you buy a treasury bond at this particular date. Let's say you are the actualization of everything, blah, blah, blah. It starts at May, okay? That's the 5th month. Let's say at May. So if it starts at May, it means next year, which is 2025, that's when this bond will mature, or rather this bill will mature. That's when we will have what we call 1 year. So what we do, instead of buying this one for you to get the return at the end of the year, but we know obviously you're gonna get in 2 times. What you do, let's say if you have 600, you invest, let's say 100, okay? You invest 100K on May. All right, once you invest this 100 on May, this is now what exactly happens. So it means that today, May 2024, all the way to May 2025, that is 1 year. So if you had invested your 100K and they're giving you 16.8%, give it as 14 point something. Let's just use a simple mathematics for us to understand better. That is, say 14%. 14%, that is basically like 14,000. 14,000, this one is divided into 2. So at the end of the stretch of the year, you're gonna get the 14K, but after 6 months you're gonna get your 7,000. So what you do now, the second month, which is now June of 2024, you go ahead and purchase another bill, okay, of 100K. Remember, you have 600. You have an option of going straight to it, or you have an option of actually dividing that specific thing. Now, if you go to June 2024, the year on this one will actually mature on June 2025. So then it means on June or May, let me say this, on May 2025, you're going to have 7,000 that is coming in. That is the last package of your cash that will come after you've gotten your previous package. Now, because now next month you buy the June one, it means now on 2025, on June, you're going to have another one coming in. Now, you go ahead, you buy on July 2024, you buy another one. It means now on July 2025, you're going to have another one maturing. See, if you continue like that continuously until you buy up to, say, April. So if you buy that like that continuously, then it means the entire stretch, probably the entire stretch of next year, the entire stretch of next year, you're gonna have a what? A monthly income. That is exactly how you do it. Okay. So you buy this month, you buy the next month, you buy the other month. As much as we know, maybe for example, say if you go the bills way, bills are always available each and every week. So you don't have to buy this week, the other week, because you're actually gonna concentrate a lot of maturing bills next year, say in May, in that number of weeks. You get what I'm saying? So instead, you buy the June, you buy the July, you buy the August. So you're going to have another one maturing August, maturing in May, maturing in that. Then that means next year, you're going to have a whole stretch of each and every month having a maturation of a bill. Now, what do? If you haven't gotten something that you can do with that money at the sideline, you can actually take the maturing bill and reinvest it back. We call it you roll over, okay? You have another one mature next month, you get the baby money, you roll over. You get another one maturing next month, you get the money, you roll over. You get the thing. So that is where, if you go towards what we call the treasury bills, because it is short term. Most of the people tend to go the bills way, but I'm not trying to sideline the bonds way. Bonds way is where you can actually go with it. Bonds is the one that goes beyond 1 year. The bills goes at a maximum of 1 year. So you can actually know each and every year there is a bill maturing. There is a bill maturing. If you go the bonds way, you're going to know, hey, for example, right now as you speak, and again, I have to repeat, I'm making this video on April of 28th, 2024. Meaning right now as we speak, there is a bond that is available at for 16%, for 16.000%, and is going for 9.9 years. So if you go by that, then it means if you invest today, then it means the entire stretch of the next 9.9 years, you're going to have a bond that is maturing at the end of the day. So what you do, if you want to get some interest and returns each and every month, that is exactly the route that you follow. That is exactly what I do, and that is what happens. And I know some of the people who happens to be my friends and something of sort, though I can't mention the names and what have you. They're already into this thing. So you can pick it out there and you can actually try to make it pay you each and every month, especially if you have some cash somewhere and you're like, okay, fine, this cash, I don't want to misuse it. You know, I'm not so sure what business I want to start. Yeah, I'm looking forward into starting a business. Maybe want to buy a property in some times to come. But guess what? For now, I'm still doing some research and what have you. Don't have it idle in your bank. So go ahead, get it, invest in these areas. And of course, you can be able to progress to the next level. That is one way you can actually use the government way in terms of investment. They can be able to pay you those returns. You can as well decide to go the MMF way. Again, this one are private entities that are actually regulated and registered, and you can be able to invest and do something at the end of the day. So there are various ways and areas where you can be able to put your cash and be able to earn something. You remember that video that I made yesterday? Depends on when you're watching this video. I talked about how you can actually go ahead and hack the paying of rent, and a lot of people showed interest on that specific video. Yes, it is possible. You can do it, and you can as well go ahead and be able to twist the entire stretch of you paying back the loans, or rather paying the rent and what have you. Because I usually see some of the people going into these areas of investment, and sometimes you do not get the best deals out there. So anyway, guys, guess what? if you're watching me for the first time, this is Good Joseph speaking. I talk about investment, money, anything related to exactly that. And I usually see some of your comments on the comment section asking me, hey Joseph, how can I get hold of you? How can I have a conversation with you? My number is always on the description of this specific video. What do I mean by that? Just below where we have the number of viewers in this specific video, just below that, there is a certain description out there. If you click it, you're gonna get my email, you're gonna get my number out there, and you as well, you can be able to contact me and we can be able to transact some of the businesses. And if you would like to get more information on how can I get started on treasury bills and bonds, nowadays you can do so online, irrespective whether you are, by the way, this does not even apply only to the Kenyans. You know, you can actually invest even if you're an un-Kenyan. There is that option. You can be able to invest into these areas, provided you follow the rules and not really rules. You follow what we call the due diligence that are required or needed for you to invest on these specific areas, because they're actually investables, and you can be able to get something at the end of the day. So that is exactly what we do when it comes to investment, growth, and also progress to the next level. If you got value for this video, make sure that you leave me that like button out there, or you should you hit that like button, and also make sure that you comment on the comment section, and we move to the next level. And by the way, there is a video that I'm actually trying to make, that is part 2 of the index funds. A lot of you guys were telling me, hey, make a part 2 of this index fund. We would like to know much of the information and about the rates. Yeah, I actually get you. And by the way, if you'd like me to talk about something that maybe I've been talking about and haven't made any clarification, you can always, go ahead and put it on the comment section, so that I can be able to make that video for me to insist it. For example, there's a video I made about how why buying land is a bad idea, instead do this and what have you. I actually made a part 2 of that video, explain further into details what I meant by that. If there's a video that I made and you feel like, hey, wow, it's quite interesting, I would like you to make another video explaining that more, then go ahead and leave that comment out there. And by the way, don't forget to tell me where you're watching me from. And I'm so happy you're turning out all the time to watch my video. For now, it's a goodbye, and see you in the next one.